Hey guys, welcome to today's episode. Today I'm going to be answering the question, is it legal to live and work in Costa Rica if you are not a resident? The short answer is no. Technically speaking, you're not supposed to come to Costa Rica and be doing any work of any kind unless you are a resident or you have the permission to do that kind of work. And most people don't. So for example, it's not like you can come to Costa Rica, let's say you worked in hospitality, it's not like you could get a job as a bar manager or as a waiter if you are not a resident. That would not be legal. You wouldn't be in the caja, which is the social security system they have here, and so you would be working illegally. Now, technically speaking, a lot of that kind of work does go on. For example, companies might hire people from Nicaragua who come across the border and don't have all the legal permission to work here, and they might hire them as gardeners or to do manual construction labor, things like that. That goes on all the time. But again, it's not technically legal. Now, in the case of foreigners from countries like the USA, the UK, etc., Canada, coming to Costa Rica and working here illegally, it goes on quite often. And the most common occurrence would be people coming here as digital nomads. So these are people who make their money online. They might be content writers, they might be website designers, they might be doing affiliate marketing. Whatever it is, they're able to work remotely from their computer, from their laptop, and they live here. And what they do is they'll stay here for 90 days because as a non-resident, you can come here on a tourist visa for 90 days and you could go and rent out a place, or you could live at Airbnbs, cheap hotels, but they'll stay here for 90 days and then they'll do a border run. Now, a border run could just be flying into Panama, a neighboring country, flying to Mexico, or it could even just be driving to the actual land border, and that same day you can get your passport stamped, go across the border. You actually technically stay on the border. There's a lot of shops there and you can get a lot of great deals. I'm talking about the Costa Rica and Panama land border. But within about 4 or 5 hours, you can technically come back into the country, get your passport stamped again, and then you've got another 90 days to enjoy here in Costa Rica. Now again, this is not technically legal. You working as a digital nomad, staying here for 90 days at a time, it's not technically legal, but it goes on all the time. A lot of people do it. In fact, a lot of people will do this because, number one, getting your residency here in Costa Rica, it's hard, it's a long process. It can take years in some cases. It is very common that you'll see people in the expat groups, and I have some direct experience in this, who try and get their residency and they are waiting years. So to get residency, they might invest in some property, they might have a child here. There's a number of ways that you can do it, but getting residency, typically it's not a straightforward process. It's very common that people have a lot of problems with it and it takes a long time. So therefore, a lot of people don't even try it. They just come here, stay here for 90 days, they're able to make their money, make their income online, and every 90 days they do a border run. Now on this topic, if you are thinking about doing that, and I'm not encouraging you to do that because it's not technically legal, but if you are, you might be wondering, well, what about accommodation? Where can you stay, and can you stay short term in various places? So obviously you've got Airbnb, and then the other one, VRBO, I think it is. But yes, you can find a lot of places that will rent short term to you. So for example, where you see me standing right now, this is Estorils Beach, and all down that way, you're gonna see some hotels, you're gonna see a lot of Airbnbs. There are houses for rent right on the beach, and it's a wide-ranging variety of types of accommodation. There's a stunning beach house just not too far from here, about a minute's walk, and it's selling for something like $2 million, which is incredibly luxurious. But then you can find far cheaper places, and if we're talking about rent, then it could be anywhere from $400, at least on this beach, for something modest, going up from there. Depends really what you're looking for. But my point is, there are plenty of places that they would rent to you, especially now with the pandemic, for a shorter amount of time, if that's what you want to do. But as always, if you want to do things the right way, the legal way, my advice to you is find a lawyer who can help you get residency and give you advice specific to you And the rules around this are always changing. Very recently, they've come out with some change for digital nomads. So it's always changing. That's why you should find a residency lawyer who knows all the latest rules, because I know that Costa Rica, they are trying to get more people into the country to work here. So there have been some recent changes. Find an expert and get the latest advice. I hope this has helped you in some way. If you want more advice, more tips, strategies for moving to Costa Rica and building a successful life here, go to movingtocostarica.com. We put out new content every single day and you can get access to everything there for free. That's it from me today. Hope to see you tomorrow. We'll speak soon.